Hello and welcome to Trojan Talk. I'm your host, Aaron Taylor. With me today is Nicole Jayjohn, President of the Student Government Association here at Troy University. And Nicole, thanks for joining us here today.
Thank you for having me.
And it's the start of a new semester, new school year.
Yes.
But this is a school year that has presented some interesting challenges right off the
Yes.
bat. School canceled early in the spring because of coronavirus, and now we're back with that kind of looming threat of coronavirus. But from your perspective as student government president, what does this mean for students trying to just get back into the swing of things?
I think it definitely, as you said, has presented some challenges. It's definitely been very interesting adjusting and getting back. And it almost feels, from different people I've talked to as if we are just finishing up last year. But it is a new school year. And so I think that it's best for students to just kind of throw themselves into college how they normally would, still go out and try to be as involved as they can be and get to know new people, get involved with their classes, get to know their professors, and just be really positive for this year. I don't think there's any good that comes from worrying about the what ifs, rather just focus on the positive and the good things that can come from this year.
And I know you personally have been involved in a lot in trying to promote the safety and the COVID awareness here on campus. And how important is that for student body, especially the SGA, to be active in that role in trying to help support students and set them on the right foot?
It's extremely important because, a lot of students are worried, as you said, it's looming over their heads, just kind of wondering what this semester is going to look like and if we're going to stay for the rest of the time. And, no one fully knows. No one is absolutely certain what's going to happen. But I think the best procedure, which is why SGA has been so present in that, and myself has been so present in the COVID precautions and everything, is to ensure that students can stay on campus for the whole semester. That's what our goal is. We want students to wear the mask, to use Dromex, to just practice good health and safety precautions so that we can stay on campus for this whole semester, so that we can all just have this year fully back together.
Kind of get close to as normal as we can get for this semester.
Absolutely.
As it is. And I know, speaking of COVID and the SGA, I know you all were working over the summer, which was unusual because you lost the end of the end of the semester. I mean, there was the whole thing. I mean, there wasn't even an inauguration. I mean, I guess technically, you haven't been sworn in yet, right?
Nope.
It's coming up, but over the summer, you guys got together online to try to work out all the details, what the loose ends that needed to be tied up from spring and working in this. How was that trying to figure out what you were going to have to do this fall in that kind of environment?
It was definitely interesting. We used Microsoft Teams, as Ms. Patterson said before, but it was just, like any other classes had gone last semester. We just sent out the invite, had everybody come on and join. And I will say the first meeting took a little bit longer than normal because, we're getting used to how does this work? How does the flow go? Because we never had that last spring with all of our new exec and our new Senate. So it was just adjusting to that. But after that first initial one, it flowed a lot better. I think it was really encouraging for the students to have a sense of normalcy and something to kind of look forward to and just help us prepare for this upcoming fall semester, to plan and look for things that we can do and just come up with new innovative ideas for how we can have SGA meetings, have different events on campus, different things like that. So.
And one of the things is the SGA meeting. And this is one of those things where the Senate gets together once a week. And so is that going to happen? Are you going to see an in-person Senate this semester? Is that in the plans, at least at this point?
It is in the plans. We are very hopeful to have this. We believe that the space that we're meeting in is going to be large enough for us to socially distance safely, and everyone will be wearing masks. And then for things where we have our committee meetings, we'll break out into different spots in the room, still socially distant, some in the lobby areas, maybe in another classroom in that same building. But we're very hopeful that we can have them in person so that things can be, somewhat back to normal for the students, so we can meet face-to-face and plan out the things for this semester.
And obviously, what are some of those plans, I guess briefly, because we've talked about COVID this whole time, what are some of your plans as president this semester, and what are you looking to try to pull off this semester?
I really just think from this summer and all the time that we missed off, a lot has happened. A lot of negative has happened, and it's just been present and consuming our lives, and I completely understand it. But I think that we should focus on the positive, and I'm not saying to completely forget any of that, but just move in a new direction. And so I think the biggest thing for me is to still maintain being a voice for the students and hear their concerns and try to strive for what they want to see on campus. work on different diversity inclusion projects, work on, making sure that the students feel safe on campus and just that they have that good relationship with the staff and with different campus police, different things just in a positive light, to move in the right direction to progress on campus.
And just keeping that in mind, that still having to worry about all the things from the outside coming in, but a good opportunity for students to get involved. And obviously there are still opportunities for students to be involved in the SGA and have their voice heard. What if they need or want your assistance or want to be a part of SGA, what do they need to do?
They can email me, they can contact me through social media. We do, because there are renovations going on in TC, our office looks a little bit different, but in Trojan Center on the second floor, there's a boardroom, and that's where myself and the other exec officers, that's where our office is. If they get lost, they can stop by 212 or 224 and they'll direct them in the right direction. Come see us face to face, but reach out to any of us, myself, the staff that's over us. Just voice your concerns because we want to hear them, and we want to be that voice for the students and make this the campus that they want to be at. I love this university and I think it's absolutely amazing, but there's always room to grow. And I think that's really important to remember. You never stop growing in your life. And so I think it's the same for the university in different aspects like that. You never stop growing. So.
All right, well, Nicole, here's hoping that you're able to fulfill those plans and everything goes as smoothly as we all hope it will.
Yes.
I want to thank you for joining me here today.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for joining us on today's edition of Trojan Talk.